Southeast governors disown IPOB, says a secessionist group not speaking for the Igbos. Hi guys, you're watching Mchikky series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. It's good to have you around again. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Make yourself comfortable as we go right into this gist. Also remember to hit that red subscribe button. That way you get our latest updates and also turn your notification bell on. Southeastern governors abandon IPOB. Under the umbrella of Southeastern Governors Forum, they've declared that the members of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, are not speaking for the entire region. On the call for secession, the governors who met on Saturday in Enugu State to figure out ways of solving the current security crisis that is engulfing the region condemn all the secession agitation in the country. The chairman of the forum, David Umahi, who stated this while addressing the newsmen shortly after the meeting, said that they believe in one Nigeria and that they condemn in totality the activities of violent secessionist group in Southeast and elsewhere. They firmly proclaim that they do not support them, they do not speak for Southeast. The impression that Southeast leaders are silent over some of the youth agitation for secession is not correct. The Southeast governors, Ohanes, the president, National Assembly members, notable leaders had come out publicly many times in the past to speak against such agitations. In order not to mismanage the unfortunate situation, Southeast leaders have set up a committee to engage such youths to stop and allow leaders to speak to address fears, he said. I don't know if they're representing the people or they're representing themselves. Can these people come together and fight the common enemy? Because no matter how they want to paint this picture, no matter how they want to claim they're not together with IPOB, what is the reason why IPOB turned to be violent? Because I know IPOB has been there for long, and most often they carry their flag and they march around, they demonstrate. They have not been so violent if not for the Fulani herdsmen who have been killing people. Southeasterners cannot come together and speak with one voice. Some are in support of indigenous people of Biafra, while some are not. But whichever side that you belong, make sure that you say the truth the way it is. These agitators or secessionist group, they've been there doing their thing, agitating, but they've not been violent. If not that Fulani herdsmen started terrorizing the eastern part of the country. Some of these governors are there for their own interests. They're not there to protect their own people. They're not even there to protect the lives and properties of their people. Even with all these bandits and all these Fulani herdsmen kidnapping people in the east, Buhari has not come openly to proscribe Boko Haram or Fulani herdsmen terrorist group. During his interview, he was still in support of them. He has not come out to say anything bad about them. There was a time Fulani herdsmen had a clash with Benue people. A lot of people lost their lives. And when Governor Autumn complained about that, whether the president or the presidency, because now we have the president and the presidency, Garba Shehu now said, if you want peace in your state, that you should adopt Ruga. Ruga, that all the governors that they've shunned, nobody wants that because it's like selling away your birthright, giving away your ancestral land. And Buhari is still pushing for Ruga. He's still pushing for open grazing. I don't even get it. And some of these governors are there clapping for him, supporting all the undemocratic policies that he's pushing, the drums of war that he's beating. Buhari is there saying that he doesn't want restructuring, and this Muslim organization is saying that Britain should reverse Christianization of Nigeria. So at the end of the day, everybody is pushing their own agenda. Buhari is there to implement or to push the agenda of his own people because he's a tribalist. Everybody knows if it's not Fulani that he's supporting, then he doesn't support anybody. So I wonder what these governors need to see for them to also protect the interests of their people. You present the problem of your people, all these Southeastern leaders, they need to speak with one voice. They need to also identify the reason why this secessionist group became violent, because I feel people are not addressing this issue the way it is. Where he's supposed to listen to people, he's supposed to negotiate and not sit down on his high horse and dictate to people. We're not in a dictatorship, we're in democracy. But I've seen that Buhari is a tyrant. He doesn't want to go into negotiation, he doesn't want to go into restructuring. Nigeria is not moving forward without restructuring. So whether people are telling themselves the truth or they want to lie to themselves, the bottom line is that Nigeria is not moving to anywhere without restructuring. So Buhari should try to negotiate with the secessionists, with people who are agitating. There are reasons why they are agitating. So guys, I'm going to drop this video. I'll let you guys watch this video and leave me some comments below. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.
Be part of that.
There was something you said earlier when you referred to the Eastern Security Network.
I hope you are not justifying violence by any group inside Nigeria, because one of the bases for the objection of the federal government to Twitter is that Twitter has become a platform inside Nigeria for a particular separatist movement within the country. And then you were, waxing lyrical about the Eastern Security Network, the ESN, the militant wing of the IPOB. If you could just clarify your position on that before we move on.
I totally oppose. I totally deprecate and condemn unreservedly the killing of policemen, the burning of police stations, the carnage that is going on in the East. I am not sympathetic to IPOB. I don't believe in IPOB. I don't subscribe to IPOB. I am not a follower of Nnamdi Kanu. I have never been. I have always been critical of what he's fighting for. I do not believe in Biafra. I also do not believe in splitting Nigeria, even though I totally oppose the fraudulent one Nigeria they are talking about, because the united Nigeria that I want must be based on justice, must be based on rule of law. But I do not believe that we should divide the country. At the same time, we cannot criminalize what ordinarily should be an exercise of the right to self-determination. Eastern Security Network, whatever they are doing, I do not endorse it. I totally condemn it. But the point I am making, Dr. Bati, is that we should not be addressing these matters on the surface. Let us go to the roots. What led to the Eastern Security Network? Did Nnamdi Kanu just start with this group? They started by marching, carrying flag, going on the street, protesting. What was the response of the Nigerian state? What was the response of the Buhari regime? They deployed Operation Python dance. The Python was dancing on the lives of the people of the Southeast. People were being killed. People were being slaughtered. They were being attacked. They were not even allowed to protest, even when they charged him for treasonable felony. Even when they had filed charges before Justice Nyako at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The military, in a so-called democracy, invaded the house of Nnamdi Kanu, desecrated the palace of his father, who was a traditional ruler. You cannot have that in a decent country. So as we condemn the killing of policemen, the burning of police, the burn of stations and INEC offices, we must admit that this regime, this government, takes responsibility for the resort to violence by the group known as Eastern Security Network. If we are not truthful about these things, Dr. Bassi, we will continue to see history repeat itself. Boko Haram started when Mohammed Yusuf was extrajudicially killed. Have we learned any lesson as a country? The answer is no. We are still resorting to primitive, draconian ways of responding to civic agitation. When people are protesting, you engage them, you talk to them. That is why you say you are running a democracy. You don't kill them. You don't deny them of the right to protest. But we keep saying IPOB, and what the president said, he will speak to them in the language that they understand. These people have not recovered. The people of Eastern Nigeria, the Igbos in particular, they are still going through the agony. We have seen how he has marginalized the Igbos. No Igbo is represented in the National Security Council. Because this is a president that has a pedigree, a shameful pedigree, an unfortunate pedigree of favoring a section of the country that has polarized this country as never before. He was clear on what he meant. In any event, we have had the so-called herdsmen, or the so-called armed Fulani herdsmen, committing killing people across the country from the north to the south. Has he spoken to them